and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 91 of our Tumbler build. Let's get going. Okay, so as normal, we're going to go through the chat that was the comments that were on the last video. So remember, if you want to comment shout out on the next video, comment below this one. Okay. Dave McBuilds, great builder, Ken, looking good. Thank you very much, Dave. Mark Williams, great video, Kevin. Like what you said, this thing's coming together and it's going to be a beast. It really is. And it was coming together, but in this one we'll find out why we've sort of gone back to doing what we've been doing for the last 40-50 odd issues. We'll get to Scott Duggan. It's starting to come together. You can see it's going to be a beast. I've just said that. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a beast. There's no better way to put it, Scott. Alone in the dark. With the border on air, sometimes we can't see what you're doing. Thanks, nice job. Yeah, that is, I've got to apologise for that. That is partly down to me. So the camera is here, just off of this one, and it points down. And there's an area I work in. So normally the area is, as you've seen, is my cushion, and sometimes I do get a bit carried away. I know where I've got to place it, but sometimes when I'm screwed, I do tend to just drift off. And because I'm not looking, I'm looking at what I'm doing, not what's on the camera. So it's partly my fault, because I've tried doing that before. I've tried looking at the camera while doing it, and it doesn't work. You have to look at what you're doing. And sometimes what that means is I will save the cameras sort of where you are, and I'm trying to screw. I will go like that, or it's just something that we all do, and I do apologise for that. I'm going to try and like I say, I know where the space has got to be, but I need to centralise it a bit more, and I do apologise for that. So I'm working on it. Millerman, gotta admit, after bits all over, starting to look good. I've got the 66 Batmobile. Me too. Just here where the cruiserweight belt is. Boxes all over my model room. Feeling 89 Batmobile may convince next year, seeing as they did a trial. How impressive they all look together. Yeah, I'm almost certain the 89 Batmobile will come out. That'll be through Fan Home. And it will really nice. You'll have the 66, the 89 and the Tumbler all together. That will look really nice, especially if you're a massive Batman fan. But yeah, I think the 89 is going to come out. I don't see it not. It's one of those builds where it's a bit like a no-brainer. But that one will be coming out through Fan Home. Paul Kane. Hi Kev, great video. Can't believe we're the third of the fourth through the build. Just letting you know that sometimes your animated border, which I like, hides the work you're doing. Yes, yeah, like I previously said, that is my fault. Just because I'm trying to screw stuff and keep it in frame at the same time. Sometimes I'm looking at what I'm doing, not what's on the screen. Like I said, that is my fault, so I do apologise for that. Peter Webster, hi Peter. Looking good, Kev. Hope Kirsty's doing well. She is. You enjoy most of between this and the 66 Batmobile. Yep, so Kirsty's building the Batmobile. I've been doing that. Kirsty's back though, so that's brilliant. But thanks for your kind words there. Shane Gunning. I read somewhere that the 88 issue 88, the motor issue, is 31, not 37. Is that correct? Always read the small print. I will tell you this right now. Because sometimes you can get a switch or a motor and it be the wrong one, but it's the right one in here. So it's always worth to double check the small print when doing it. Don't just follow me, even though I did put motor 37 in, I do believe. It does say 37, but some people were getting confused with 31. I don't know why. But the motors are all the same. All the motors that we got, they all operate the same way. If you took your motor out and you put it into another one, it operates, it goes through the motherboard. So really, it doesn't really matter. The only problem what you might have if you put in a different motor is the length of wire. That's the only thing. So when it comes to the switches and the wires, we've got some here, and the motor, obviously you can see these are two different lengths, and the numbers correspond with that. But if I put these limiter switches anywhere else, they would work the same. Same with all the motors; they're all the same. All the switches are the same. It just corresponds what's on the motherboard and the length of wire. That's about it. But yeah. Also, sorry about the shout outs. I don't interest me. This is auto absorb or something like that. I do apologise. Sorry, the shout outs don't interest me. It could do better placed at the end, given they are so long. So if you like these shout outs, do you prefer them at the start of the video or at the end of the video? Let us know in the comments. And obviously, if people prefer them at the end of the video, I'll do them at the end. I did do them at the end. Then I found it was better for me to do them at the start of the video. But if you prefer them at the end, let me know in the comments and I'll switch it round. It's very easy to switch round. But I prefer to do them at the front, get them out of the way with, then we can concentrate on the build. Anyway, look, I'm brabbling on. Let's crack on with 91. There isn't a lot to do in this one. We don't need anything that we've built previously, though we do need some limiter switches, and we'll discuss that in just a minute. Let's get going. So I think I need to tape this off so I know where to keep. But if I put that in the centre, I know where I have to be. Okay, so 91. There we go. So let's open this up. So it's a heavy box. I'm expecting a bit of die cast here. We've got some other bits. We've got some screws here. And there's one attached here, so make sure you have the 3 bags, like so. And yes, a rather chunky piece of die cast. That is very, very heavy. And that's what it is. Now, this does say the interior upper panel. So is this the roof section? I don't know. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open the unlabeled bag, which should have these 2 little bits in. So we've got this sort of, I don't know, it's like a road, it looks like a sign, like a road sign or something that you'd use in modelling. It's got these 2 little rockers there, as I would call them. Okay, so what we need to do is you're going to put this, the sort of arrowhead design or sign end. So this side here, so you've got the flat end, and then you've got the old pointy end. The pointy end is going to go through like that. Then we're going to grab this cover, and then this is going to go over the top like that. And we are going to use CM screws to attach that in, putting the spare one back. Right, there goes one. And like I said, we won't tighten them up until they're both in. Just easier. Okay. So now we can actually tighten it up. So with this, you want to tighten up as much as you can. Like so. So that should be like that, as you can see. So that's the pointy end on that side. Now if this is the roof, this would probably go up. This would be attached to the roof section that we've been working on, and that would be the interior roof panel, I would imagine. It's the upper interior. It sounds about right. But yeah, the pointy end this side, and then there's the flat end this side, and that should do that. Okay. Next, we need our limiter switches. So we need limiter switch 37 and 36, like so. Obviously 37 is a shorter wire, so yeah, that's what we need to do. Grab them. Okay, so we've got the two limiter switches here. We've got 36 and 37. We're going to take 36 first. Now I'm facing here, so this is me, and we're going to take 36. Is going to go into this one here, so it's going to sit in there like that. We're going to pull the wire up so it's like that. We're going to take the these, and by the way, these here are the last two limiter switches. We have installed everyone else. What's it? And obviously these need to just be screwed in like so, just until it gets a little bit tight, and then stop, because you want to, what I've found is if you over tighten them, they stop working, and you want to make sure it springs back like that. So I've had to loosen it quite a bit. We're then going to take this one, which is 37, and this one is going to sit like that. I'm going to take a WM screw, and that one's going to go in as well. Once again, you want to get it so it doesn't rock out, but it still springs back. I've noticed that if you really tighten this, so at the moment they I'm going to show you what happens. They spring back. Look, I'm just going to, let me grab a pair of tweezers. Yeah, let me grab that. So as you can see, they you can see that springs back. Okay, so if I tighten this, can you see that? It's not springing back, it's staying. That. So what it should do, but if you over tighten, it doesn't spring back. So you need to really leave it. Can you see that? I can actually prove that it sticks as well. So if I tighten it up, I push this. Okay. So as you can see here, it's stuck. So I'm going to loosen this, and you'll see it spring back. There you go. That's how you know. But they need to flick like that. So do not over tighten these. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the wires. So they are going to come out around here. We're going to grab some of our electrical tape. I'll just pull it. Because this is literally just going to hold it. So I'm just going to hold it just about there. And that's it. And yeah, so that's it for this issue. Okay, so we're just going to tidy up now, put everything away, and then I will show you what comes in issue 92. But yeah, we've now used all of our limiter switches, and we've only got one motor left, which will obviously sit in here. And then we've used all of the sort of main electrics. Obviously, we've still got the speaker, headlights, spotlights, and the battery box still to go in. But apart from we've done all the micro switches and the motors by this point. So yeah, so let's have a look in what comes in issue 91. So what comes in issue 92, not 91. Okay. So like I said, we've now fitted all the micro switches now. They are now fitted to the build. We've just effectively got to wire it all up. We do have the battery box, like I said, the speaker, headlights and spotlights still to go on. They will go on in due course, I would imagine. Because the headlights obviously go at the front, and I think the spotlights must go somewhere. So, like I said, there isn't a lot to do in issue 91. 92, yeah, we're at the same here. So here is issue 92, just here. This says this is the moving plate and motor cover for motor 35, which is the last motor. You get the cover there, and you can see where that motor will go. That will just fit in here. And this says the moving plate, so I would imagine that moving plate is going to sit in here. You can tell where cogs and stuff, well, where the screws will go. So just here, you've got 1, 2, 3 points just here, and on that section you can sort of see where they're going to go. So on here you can see where these gaps are, and we've got the screws with the washers on, so you know where they're going to go. So it is going to sit on those bits just here. So, and you can sort of see it's the same sort of shape as well. But that's the moving plate. So there's not a lot to do in issue 92. It's a very low issue. Like I said, we are sort of coming near. We are now sort of doing things. We are now wiring this up. But we've still got bits everywhere. And this is another bit to add to that, because we're not sticking stuff together still. The last couple of issues we've sort of beginning to start sticking stuff, and then we're back to, well, this, another part to place. So anyway, look, thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, comment for your chance to have the message played out on the next video. But until next time, thanks for watching. Check out all my other content, and we'll see you at the next video. But until then, we'll see you later.